Oh no!
Huh?
Hello, motherfucker.
Bruh. Bruh. Bruh.
My ears burn! What the fuck was that?
Subscribe, like, hit the bell. Let's go!
What is good, everyone? I am back on another Anime Mania video. Today is a weirdo one, isn't it? You hear a robot AI talking to you while I sit here and watch. Well, that's because I probably made this video late at night and don't want to wake anyone up with my annoying energy. Anyways, since the Naruto mapper new update is getting closer and closer, which I believe is coming out this Friday, I might as well create a new tier list video that is updated on all legendaries and mythicals in this game, including the new Jojo update. The new Jojo update, which if you haven't been watching my streams and videos, then like, why are you here? I meant to say, then go watch those videos if you haven't already. But the new characters that came out are Dio Over Heaven, Tusk Act 4, Ger Puuchi, Weather Report, Funny Valentine, and Kira Yoshikage. So, moving on from the info, I will be leaving off from where we last ended, which was the other tier list video, and since it has been a while when I did that, the game developers have created more buffs and nerfs, especially with Katakuri and Stark, which Katakuri does less damage with roll and Stark no longer has the M1 glitch. Sad face. This means that we will have to move some people around first before the real fun starts.
5 hours later.
Honestly, I still think that Katakuri is still pretty good since his damage and combos is still there, but not as much though. On the other hand, Stark is very bad without the glitch since his cooldowns in my opinion are very long, and his fourth move startup is getting to me since it also takes a while to wind up. But this doesn't mean that he isn't still good, since he still has good damage and AoE, but not anymore without the glitch. Now, let's get started with the fun stuff, shall we? So the first characters that we are putting up there are the new mythicals, which include Dio Over Heaven, Tusk Act 4, and Ger. So let me quickly move them over and put them in the correct area where they need to be. Now this is the new tier list for the mythicals, because if you haven't seen my showcases on these new amazing characters, then you are really missing out. They have one of the best or the best damage and sustainability in the game. Especially Dio Over Heaven and Ger, since they both have heals. But they also have an ability where they basically kill anything under 30% HP, which is nutty, bro. Now, with Tusk, he is just straight damage, and boy oh boy is he one mean machine gun of a character. The developers always have to one-up the new characters like this, but I love it. Now onto the juicy piece of the meat, bois. This part will include the 4 new legendaries that were added to the Jojo update, which are Puuchi, Weather Report, Funny Valentine, and Kira Yoshikage. First of all, we start off with Puuchi, which is an amazing legendary, but when I say amazing I mean very good legendary, and which I could say maybe even the best. Since the nerf of his over character, he isn't crazy nuts, but can rival the other best legendary, which is Funny Valentine. But, moving back onto the topic, Puuchi has a very new type of skill, which is overtime stun and AoE pull, which can bring some mean combos. You can infinite combo with him, and Katakuri is an assist because of his stun, and Puuchi's damage shouldn't be underrated because he does a ton with the barrage and inverted gravity or fourth move that he has. That is why right now I put him at number 1, S+ tier. Now, moving on to the other legendaries, we have Weather Report. Weather Report was kind of underwhelming for me because he didn't have his cool skills like Snail Project or Weather Suit, which could have been an amazing add-on, but was unfortunately not added to the character. In addition, this character isn't the best with his skills and doesn't do that much compared with the other legendaries I am going to put him in. But He still has decent damage and AoE, which saves him in the end because I think that he is very bad. Although he might be bad, he still can be usable and on the scale of my opinion around a tier or higher. But I put him here just in case you flame me for putting him too high or too low. Next character, we have one of the most fun to play and more unique characters to use in anime Mania. This person is called Funny Valentine, which is just overall one of the best legendaries to be added in the game, which includes his current rival of the best Puushi. Now this part of the argument or tier list could get a little bit wavy because Puushi and Funny Valentine are really great characters overall. Puushi has great combos, stun, and damage, while Funny Valentine has great sustain with his Dimension Heal, Love Train for iframes and free damage, his gang squad so they can shoot anyone in his path, and clones who explode on their target's face. Which this combined is so much for the character with overall sustain, damage, and viability. But I still think Puushi might have the slight edge on Funny Valentine because if you use him correctly, Puushi has an infinite combo which just melts and doesn't allow the enemies to fight back. But I will put Funny Valentine second for S+ tier because he is very playable and player-friendly, which his basic skills and Love Train which carries really hard when there are hard bosses or hard units trying to kill you. But this comes down to the person's personal experience and opinion with the character because we all have different opinions just like me in this tier list. Finally, we have one of my favorite villains or stand user in the anime, which is Yoshikage Kira or Kira Yoshikage, also known as the stand user of Killer Queen, Bites the Dust. Now for Kira, I will have to put him a little bit below Katakuri, but above Hit or also known as Stagger because Kira has really good damage with his bombs and especially that Bites the Dust, where if you use it correctly on a huge wave of enemies, it will basically reset you while the wave in front of you will explode into tiny pieces and win that fight. Kira overall has good damage and skills. But the one thing that carries him is that nice Bites the Dust move. All of his other moves like Sheer Heart Attack is a good move for just targeting on targets that you want away. And the other bomb moves for damage here and there. So, that is why I will put him on S+, but slightly behind Katakuri since he still is one of the best characters with his stun, roll, tick mark skills, and overall damage stack even with a nerf. So, this is my new tier list for the Jojo update that came out this week. What do you think about it? Do you agree, disagree, or want to add or change onto it? You tell me in the comments below and I will always check what you have to say for yourself. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, subscribe, comment. Like always, and I will see you boys and girls in the next one. Also, shout out for the people making these tier list makers because I am too lazy to do so. And also I do know that this one is missing Mihawk, so it is a bummer. Anyways, peace.